Good. It's 6 a.m. Can we? Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Where are you going? So early in the morning to our boat. We woke up at 5 o'clock. We are heading to our adventure. Like I said yesterday, today we are dividing ourselves. Today we are dividing ourselves. Me and Mary, we are going for one adventure. And Ingve, Tia and Jaden will be doing something different. So, guys, it's so early in the morning. Please like the video, share and subscribe. Because this is going to be fun. Very early in the morning, but it's gonna be fun. So, let's go. Are you ready for the adventure? Huh? You don't look like you are.
I'm here. That's what counts.
Okay. And you guys are going to do what?
We have to decide.
Oh, you haven't decided. Maybe they are going to lie at the pool the whole day. Who knows?
That doesn't sound like Tia.
No. Of course, they are going to be go to a shopping spree. Here to truth it.
There are some villages in the mountains.
There are villages inside. Oh.
But it's maybe it's more on top like that.
Det är Dubrovnik som är huvudstaden.
Nej, jag vet inte. Nej, det är väl Zagreb.
Va?
Det är väl Zagreb som är huvudstaden.
Men Dubrovnik väl, den är inte i...
Croatia, jo. Men man passerar ju Montenegro emellan.
Ja. En liten bit. It's a stadium actually.
Gjorde med på kartan här så vi kommer rätt.
Mary?
She moves like a map with no borders, a whisper caught in the wind. I see her boots at the corner cafe with a notebook and a grin. She's chasing skies I've never named while I stay in my lane.
Here we are here at the meeting point. Are you on time? You're starting to wake up, I can see. Yeah. So we are not the only ones. There are many people. Morning. Yes.
Can I just get a first name, please? Jenny.
Generica.
J.
Let's see. I don't.
Maybe it's on the other list. Ah, first one there. Okay, perfect. Okay, we just
Perfect.
wait.
Okay, we are not paying to you?
No, the skipper is going to take the money for the Blue Cave later. On the
right.
yeah.
Okay,
Thank you.
all right. All these people are going on the same adventure. Yeah, so we're waiting for everybody before we board. So apparently we are going on different speedboats. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 speedboats, and then another group left behind. So
We are the only ones who read the instructions.
it looks like we are the only ones who read the instructions. For once.
And we were early.
And we were on time.
No, not on time. We were early.
Okay, Harmony.
She's the only one on the boat.
I'm the only one on this boat with a fitting jacket.
The only one.
But I'm safe. It better be safe than sorry. You can see all those boats. All these
Some
people.
don't have shade.
Yeah, some don't have shade actually. Yeah.
I think that's why they were dividing us, because some people didn't book with shade.
Oh, what is what?
I think so.
Yeah.
So we are definitely
That's alright. So this is fun.
Nu vet du hur det känns med att ta där bak.
Okay, Mary, so what do we know that we are going to do today? What do we know? We know that we...
Good morning everybody once again and welcome on board. My name is Mario and I'm your skipper for this day. First island on our list is Island Bishevo, that's where the blue cave is. We're gonna need for that somewhere around hour and a half. That is the longest part of the day. We're traveling after that is much shorter and easier. And also I'll explain to you in advance what is going to be in front of us. I have life jackets on the boat that is stored below last bench. I have mask if you want to dive. If you want to swim, don't hesitate to ask for anything. Try to relax and enjoy. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes, you can. Stop.
Yeah. Blue cave is the main.
And the blue cave is the main thing. Look at these speedboats. We are up for the adventure.
cold. Okay, before I buy the tickets, I need to ask who doesn't want to visit the Blue Cave.
So here we have arrived at the, but this is where you get now the small boats to go to the caves. So, and we can leave our jacket here and our bags.
Det är fuktigt.
Jag vet inte, vi får se.
Ovo neka vozi biše. Daću mu 300 € i još na pluđu, samo neka vozi. Oto ti je to.
Hello. Oj! Boundaries. Ja.
Är det här inte vi ska?
Nej. Så det är lugnt.
Där inne.
Vad?
Måste det väl vara? Eller?
Jag ser båtarna kommer liksom. Vad?
All that blue is on the picture, actually coming down that road to the sea and look for good in this. It's always been twice in the place in China too. And we touch water on the third, and you can just second time, the first time. And you, I think, you're talking about it from the side. Last year, we will find some fishing guys,
Men han att det är någon hål där.
Ja, det där kommer från som gör att det är blått där inne i grottan sen.
Vad sa du?
Solljuset kommer in därifrån.
Aha.
Det är det som gör att det är grått inne i grottan.
Okej.
Eller blått in.
You know what, they put a satellite up there så att man turas om när man ska gå in.
Island Beach, this side, the west side of Mishana, is the only island with all the boats are down before the there's a reason why all the Greeks and
So from here you have to queue because I guess the parks are a bit small inside. So they have put a satellite on top there to see.
now because this one guy told me like because it's not all the people inside. right? So we are waiting for her to go down. And now she came from that side, so this is the right hole. When we approach to the hole, cats die.
You can see there's a boat coming out, so they can only be 4 boats at a time inside the cave. And now it's our turn. Kan man gå ner med huvudet? Fatta huvudet bara.
Please prepare on side, we will see the hole. Next here, okay, now they can see. And you from the right side of the boat, they do from the side of the bottom, the outside part. You see the blue bottom right side?
What? Oh, the bottom. Yeah.
That blue from the right side is not coming from the center where we enter the boat because in the center is not enough deep. That blue is coming down this right wall from the main space on the cave. But that part I will explain to you better inside the cave. And you from the left side, I will remind you on exit, you will see that position too, but your version will be much brighter because in the meantime your eyes will be depth and darkness, so you will see better than the right side. And from here, welcome to the blue cave.
Wow. Åh, gud alltså. Yes. My God.
Ja,
Tänk om...
For Lawrence. He's hungry. Okay, for public, this cave was discovered by Austrian Baron Algebron 1884. Cave is 24 meters long here in the main space. And this main room in front of us, where all is happening, is 12 meters wide, 15 deep and 16 high. Now, on the end of the cave you can see light in the sea. There is underwater passage. On that position I show you from outside, 2/3 in the shadow. And you from the right side of the boat, you can see something white on the bottom of the main room. That is white sand. You from the left side, again you will see not yet. You will see that white sand 1 minute later, but definitely better than the right side. So, this is two crucial moments for this cave, because for that underwater passage, daylight through blue sea reflects on the white sand like a mirror, and you have this shadow blue in this very moment. And that's changing all day and all season. All shades of blue. Now please, pay attention on your right side. Oh, sorry, my right side, your left side. Now you can see the small room with different light on the wall. That light is coming through the hole above the sea. About half meter above the sea. And for that hole, this better walk inside the cave for first time. Because this entrance where we enter this boat didn't exist at the time, not like today. So he saw the cave for first time from that spot. I will show you on the turn when it is. Now we are near the underwater passage. This passage flow you can see is 4 meters long and about 1.5 meter deep, depends on tide. But we have very small tide here in the summertime, nothing more than half meter. We're in the middle of the closed sea. You from the left side, you can see much better white sand on the bottom, so all this blue magic came from this spot, the reflection from the white sand. And you know what's interesting? This is the only one white sand on the side of the beaches here, yellow sand. This one was made by erosion, by the big wave from southeast wind on this white wave from outside and collected in this position. And that's very cool, you know. All you can see around us here in the main space is natural, but entrance where you enter the boat was expanded by dynamite before 140 years. Commercial reason, of course. Before that time, on that hole it was possible to enter by swimming one by one in a small hole, here diving. And on that third hole, which I will show you from outside on the turn, walking. You will see like this back. Now please all together pay attention on your right side. You from the left side you can stand up if you want to see better this underwater bridge in the middle of the cave. You can see better from this side because all that blue light is coming from the same position, from that underwater passage. All blue you can see inside. Walls, ceiling, down us, on the bottom of the first room, on the bottom of the corridor is coming from there. If you see something different, like on the wall in a small room, or the walls in the corridor, that's coming through the holes above the sea. And now you can see empty space down the bridge and down the left wall. So this main room where we are now and corridor are connected down the left wall. And that's the reason why you saw from the right side of the boat the dark shed on the bottom of the corridor. All that is coming through that passage, the reflection from the white sand. Left side take a look down, through those darkness down the left wall, making that blue shed in the corner. Can you tell the name of this island? Of course not. Don't worry, that's a rhetorical question, don't repeat it. But you will know now. We are in the middle of the Adriatic Sea on island Bishevo, but that name sounds different on our dialect, Bishevo, and Bisha means ward hole, a lot of holes. We have pragmatic names here because of this time we have dozen caves and many holes. From this position you can take souvenir. If you take a photo of the middle of the ceiling of main room, you'll find one stone in the shape of heart. Can you see white heart in the middle of the ceiling?
Yeah.
We have one romantic soul. Can you see it? In this direction, you can miss.
Yeah, that.
Huh? You saw?
Yeah.
Oh, we have few romantic souls here.
Just be careful with your phones, it's a big collection of them to watch.
Okay. Okay, now is enough of romantic. Please pay attention to the left side down. You will miss something. You from the right side, now you can stand up. If you want to see better the skanking part of the wall in the sea, you can see it. I told you main room and corridor connect down there. From here you can see it. So, both rooms, down the left wall and corridor, all is one space on the bottom. And that's the reason I can see this dispersion of the blue color for all the cave including one. And you know what, this part of the wall right here, hanging between two underwater bridges, bigger one behind us you saw, the second one smaller is in the first third of corridor from this side, right here. And the second one so small, so fragile, it's only seems to hold that wall. Actually, that wall is very strong back, about 35 meters of limestone is behind, so all is solid inside the cave. Now we made the circle. I told you before they expand the entrance, it was possible to enter by swimming. So you have to know that the first house is only 70, 80 meters. So people from this island goes to this cave, not from 1884. They go to this cave a lane and a half, maybe 2 maybe more than that. And when we are talking about life on this island, you have to know something else. Up there, in the middle of the island Bisha, where we have Benedictine church from 1050, and that church was built on the foundation of early Christian church from 6th century, almost 1,500. And you know, that's nothing if you compare it with our neighbor island Greece, only 2.5 miles from here. From this western side, you can see that famous fisherman place Komija. I believe you're going to visit now, to a speedboat. But on the opposite side of island Greece is the town Greece. And on the second position was the oldest town on the eastern side of the Adriatic Sea, Greek polis Issa, made by Syracusan Greeks from Sicily at 396 before Christ. So from that time the grapes here, so you have tradition of making wine almost 2,500 years. When you know that, you cannot be surprised when I tell you that the red wine from this island called Višinski Plavac, before more than 100 years ago, was official red wine on Habsburg court in Vienna. So people from this island for few years made the red wine from Tsar. You from the left side, I told you I'll remind on exit. The next few seconds behind this rock here, you will see that brighter version. You see it? That's brighter. You are. On your phone there's the same color.
we are done with the first stop. That was the cave, and now we are heading to.
So, how was it in the cave?
Beautiful.
I
Yeah.
believe now you can see why I was started a little earlier than the other boats, just to avoid a long waiting here.
Yes.
On some days through the July and August, if you start a little later, then you can spend here 3 to 4 hours just to visit the blue cave.
Wow. Wow.
Nonsense, but it is how it is. So many boats, so many people.
Yeah.
Anyway, blue cave is now behind us. That island in front of us, island this is our next stop.
What's
and
the next
we're
stop?
gonna need around 15 minutes. Sorry.
What's the next stop?
This island this over there. Yeah.
This.
Yes, the name of this little place is Komija. Komija is the smallest town in North Croatia. Also, this place is very old. City of Split is 17th century, so this place is older. Ancient Greeks came here in the 4th century BC. People from this town are very well known as probably the best fishermen in this part of Adriatic Sea. In the year 2017, this was location for a musical movie, Mamma Mia #2. Here we go again.
Okay.
That tower in front of us, little on the right, it dates from 15th century, and primarily they built it to prevent attacks on the city from pirate boats. On the right side of that tower there is a public toilet, and if you are hungry, if you want to eat something good, on the left side of that tower there is a nice restaurant called Fabrica. You can try there. Also I have a flyers for you for that place, and you can expect from them a small surprise gift. I don't know what. Just show them to the staff, to the waiters. Once enough.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh my goodness. Direkt. Ja, direkt, ja.
You can relax yourself here until 10:45.
Now we have stopped for the second stop at an island called Vis, one of the oldest.
Not one of the oldest, the oldest.
The
one
oldest.
in Croatia.
The oldest in Croatia. And to eat breakfast, if nothing else.
But these scrambled eggs, I think with
Titta där, den där
I'm
bordet.
taking this.
Jag vet inte.
Shakshuka.
Ja, och vad är det där då?
Panuru sandwiches.
Ja.
I've heard of this, but I've never tried it.
Ska vi ta någon ljus då?
Här är
Om det kommer någon gång.
Everything okay?
How am I supposed to drink from this? It's hot the most. I like it. Yeah, but the cup is hot. It's hot. Thank you.
Just eat them. Thank you.
Yeah. The song is
Just one information before everything. They're going to plan to close the blockade for any minute because of this weather. So we've been very lucky today. The blockade. Anyway, island this is also known as Forbidden Island. Why is that? Because all this around us, this was a military zone.
okay.
From Second World War until 1990s, no one could reach here on this place except the local people and the army. This was the first line of defense between ex-Yugoslavia and Italy. There are lots of bunkers all around this island. 4 of them you can see over there on the hill.
Yeah.
Some of those bunkers are connected with underground tunnels and some of them are separated. That one on the right side of the corner, there is still a cannon inside the bunker from Second World War. They just the sign as a souvenir. Also, there are several tens of kilometers of secret tunnels here on this island. This whole island is like Swiss cheese full of holes. Some of those entrances you can see all on the left over there.
Yeah.
During the Cold War, that was a rugged base. Also, the other tunnels goes like a spider web. In the war center over was Grandmum. He was the main commander in the war with other facilities. Through the war on the top of island base, they had also an airport with hospital for the Royal Air Forces, planes, and United States planes for wounded people, ammunition, and others. If you are maybe longer on this island, there is an agency, and they can take you on a tour through those tunnels, bunkers. It will be very, very interesting. Huge history about this island, huge.
Don't go wrong. A lot of history. We just left and went. No, they didn't think that tourists were going to come, but they just left.
For about 10 minutes away from this place, there are more caves, but they are much smaller than the blue cave.
Okay.
We are lucky.
We are very lucky. They just shape themselves. Look at that. Oh yeah, there are small caves. That's it.
Där hade vi också varit.
Yeah. Oh my god, this is beautiful. Oh wow.
So this is type of limestones, and on this part of island Greece you can see the real power of nature for many millenniums to stormy weathers, big waves, strong winds. Everything is handmade by nature.
Yeah.
No industries, no pollutions, crystal clear water.
Look at the water. Take it up. Can we go in? Up? Oh wow.
Och då undrar jag, den stenbombningen som var här.
Ja.
Då är det faktiskt...
Titta där. Däremellan.
Vågor kan inte komma ut upp dit.
And then there are holes inside. Looks like it can fall.
Det hade varit någonting att höra på nyheterna.
Att de har... Don't even know where to look.
Degrees Celsius, that is 17 Fahrenheit, something like that. I don't know is there any volunteers, but if you like we can use this spot as an extra stop. So, do you want to swim here?
Yes, please.
Everybody?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. Do you have...
Yes, I'll take it.
Shit alltså.
언니 고글 어디 들었어? 아시아. 나 괜찮아. 나 못 내려가겠어.
Come on. You. Kom igen nu. Kom igen. Det kan du göra. Kom igen. Woo! Bravo. Kom igen. Woo! Bravo. Wow. Lite fiskar här nu.
How did I see it? It must have been just the water was so cold.
Yes. 7 to the 9.
Där. Go back home.
So this is Bay of Stinila, very popular place through summertime for swimming. Also it can be very crowded here. You can find at the same time 30 or 40 boats. So messy. Please take a good look at the end of that bay and try to figure to yourself somehow. As expert says, geologists before many thousands and thousands years ago, there's been a huge cave, and after sealing, the roof collapsed. Through many years, of course, after that, Mother Nature created beautiful pebble beach. That beach is surrounded with two cliffs, hidden from the ice, and the entrance is very small on it. In the year 2016, by the magazine Best European Destinations, that beach proclaimed as the most beautiful European beach. Unfortunately now, as you can see, there is a rope from end to end of that entrance, but let's say 2 weeks ago, everything's been clear, so I could go directly with the boat on that beach today. That is not possible now because of swimmers. Now I'll approach as closest as I can with our boat to that rope, that if you want to make some photos for yourself. Also in previous seasons, this place used to be our stopping point for swimming, but then we decided to quit everything because distance is very long for advanced swimmers. So many propellers around you, very, very dangerous.
Kommer du ihåg, den där sön hamnade i vatten ändå.
Sorry about the music. So that little island in front of us, that is Budikovac, and right now we are at the area so-called Blue Lagoon. Name blue came from very shallow water and different shades and colors from sea bottom, from sandstones, grass. Population over there on island Vis is somewhere around 3,500 persons. Population on this little island, persons 1, donkeys 2. There is something like a small farm over there with donkeys, goats, sheep, chickens, vineyard. In the season, this is one of our stops for swimming, dancing, drinking, fun, everything else. But as you can see over there on the shore, everything is closed, empty, devastated. I mean, if you want to swim here, it's not a problem. I can grab one of those boys and we can be still all together on the boat if you want to swim. Of course, there is another solution. Is Parmigiana, not the Parmigiano like cheese, Parmigiana. My plan is to stop here until 2 p.m. And after this stop, I'll take us to the city of Hvar. Island Hvar is just from the opposite side of those islands, 15 minutes away from this place. If you want to drink something here, do that, why not? But if you're hungry, maybe it is better to wait until Hvar because the prices are a little bit higher here than on other places. One friendly advice.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Iron Island for our last stop for today. Besides tourism and the production with lavender oil, for is well known as the sunniest place in all Croatia. That on the hill, that is fortress from 14th century. If you decide to visit it, you're gonna need maybe 20 minutes by walking uphill. If you get there, view from the top is amazing on all area around us. Entrance fee is 12 euros, but if you don't want to go inside, you can be outside of those walls. On our right side over there, you can see the bigger house with curved entrance glass. That is the first theater in Europe of public type. First in Europe.
Wow.
If you are hungry, if you want to eat something here, you can find plenty of restaurants, but if I can recommend one, name of that one is Mizarola. Location of that place is over there in between of those two houses, just through that passage, and after 10 meters you'll see their place. Also I have something like a souvenir for you with their location, like a postcard, so if you want I can give it to you.
Så egentligen kanske vi ska åka igenom snart.
Here we are on the street of Havar. Just walking and enjoying the sun. How many degrees do you think it is?
It's like 29.
I would say 30.
It is. I don't know if I believe this.
How much?
26.
No. We stopped at a restaurant. These restaurants all over the place, all around here. We're not that hungry, but we really wanted to take a drink and just enjoy. The drinks here are quite reasonable, quite cheap actually. So we want to take advantage. This is Haval, and I've been here once before, many years ago with my husband. But it's the first time for Mary. So we're just discovering and enjoying ourselves. This is the last stop with the boat, so we've done 5 stops. We did the Blue Lagoon, and then we did one more stop along the side of the sea where we saw different stones carved and all. Then we stopped at an island called Vis, one of the oldest. That is where Mamma Mia was acted. Mamma Mia 2, if you watch it, that is where it was acted. And there we got to eat breakfast actually because it was at 10 o'clock. And we were there for about half an hour just to take breakfast and enjoy, and got to see. It's a small place, so really you could just walk from one corner to the other. And then we stopped, we went round, of course, now seeing all the rocks along the ocean and going into caves, the different caves. And
excuse me?
Yes.
The drink for you?
Yeah.
Strawberry margarita. For your friend? Is this your friend?
They speak English, but they are not very, very good in English. So you have to kind of almost read in between the lines when they speak, and they speak very fast because in their language they speak very, very fast. So, and then we stopped at a swimming place. I cannot remember the name of the place, but it was beautiful, it was nice. So we got to spend an hour there where we got to swim, and they first, this guy, the guy who's with us, our skipper, when he gets to the place, he stops before he gets to the beach. He stops and explains to us about the place and things like that. Then he drives at near where you can climb out, and then now he tells you, this place we will meet at a certain point, and at exactly that time he comes. But he's not in a hurry. He's very kind. He's very generous. He recommends. He says if you come out here, I recommend a certain restaurant, or I recommend you go to this place. Like where we stopped before we came here, there were restaurants, there were cafes and things like that. But he said the prices there were a bit expensive, so he suggested we come here because the prices here are more cheap. And obviously because it's a small island. I mean, it's a bigger island, so of course there are more cafeterias, there are more restaurants. Of course, they're going to be cheaper. And then I remember we had two choices. There was where we were going to stop first, where it was almost dead. There was nothing. There was a beach, but there was really nothing much happening. The restaurant was deserted, and also he suggested, you want to go to this to stop here, or do you want to go to another place where it's more friendly? And he let us choose. So I think that is so nice of him. Then what we got to understand when we came the first day is that you tip them. If you tip the driver, or you tip the people in the restaurant, or you tip your driver beforehand, you kind of get a special treatment, which is a bit weird because you're supposed to tip them after. But so far we haven't really noticed anybody who has treated us in any kind of way different because we haven't given them a tip. But we always give a tip after we have been served. So it's normal, but it's very strange to see, like even in our speedboat, it's very written, remember to tip your skipper. I mean, we don't have to tell people. I guess people, if you give them good service, it's going to be normal to tip the person, obviously, but that's how it is here. Generally, people here are kind. I think they are used to the tourists, of course. People smoke everywhere. It's a long time since I saw people smoking on the street, people smoking in restaurants, because in Sweden, for example, you're not allowed to smoke in restaurants. In Kenya, you're not allowed to smoke in restaurants, but here you find people smoking in restaurants, you find people smoking everywhere, you find cigarettes, whatever, everywhere. So that's weird. Thank you. So here is our food. It's here.
Enjoy your meal.
Thank you. This is our pasta with shrimps. They're very good. Oh, yummy. Yeah, hoppas det är gott. So here they are very good in seafood. So if you're a seafood lover, if you're a fish lover, this is the place to come. Like I said, we are not very hungry, so we're going to share the pasta with some shrimp. But if you're interested, if you're a fish lover, you're a seafood lover, this is the country to be. Adriatic Sea. She's doing our strawberry margarita, and I'm doing, of course, sparkling wine. So let's dig in. We didn't need to put it from just direct from here. Some cheese. I was just saying that it's a long time since we saw people smoking in restaurants and people smoking in public areas. Yeah. Even in Kenya, you don't see it.
But it was more in where we live than even here.
Yeah.
Everyone has that today.
Yeah. If you love pasta, you love seafood, you love fish, this is the place to come. And also alcohol. It's sold everywhere. You can buy alcohol in a supermarket, in a small shop, everywhere. And it's quite a reasonable price. Thank you. So yes guys, so let us eat and then we will continue walking. We have about an hour, right? Yeah, we have an hour and then we will head back. End of July, August, the prices are different and you queue. You have several hours of queuing just to get into the water, 15 minutes with the boat inside and out. So this was the best time to come at the beginning of June, but also early in the morning. And also very early in the morning. Remember, we woke up at 5 o'clock. We left the street at 7 o'clock or 6:50, something like that. So the secret is to get a company that is leaving very early in the morning, but also to try and come when it's not high season, when not everybody is here.
And 2 hours after we had gone, the clothes.
Oh yeah. Okay. It's not a must that you're going to get in, because if there is high tide, then you can't get into the cave. So sometimes it's luck. You say that this time of the year, normally the chances are low of locking, but 2 hours after we've been there, it was closed. So because of the wind, it's blowing a lot. And also the water rises, so you're not able to get in. So a bit of tips when you're going to the blue cave. And then we passed the Blue Laguna, but we were not able to come out because they closed or something like that. I mean, we just...
Yeah, beefing with the owner.
Yeah. So we just got in and got up. It's the same place where I was telling you the restaurant was deserted. So we did it instead.
It took us somewhere else. We should swim there or go somewhere else.
Yeah. We chose for the others in the boat. We are about how many in the boat? We are 1, 2, 3. We are 6 times. No.
We're probably 12.
We are about 18. So, I mean, half of the people in the boat were not understanding English. So we paid. We chose for them to come here instead.
And then other people didn't want to really answer.
Yeah.
So we answered for them.
So we answered for them. So that's what you mean, that the Chinese are they're so correct. They want to do everything correct and they don't want to take
I mean, even sitting on the side was a big deal.
Yeah. So don't be afraid to speak out, to say what you want and to suggest.
Clothes just don't get fed.
They could be a bit rude, but that is in their nature, because even when they talk, you think they're fighting, but when we were going to grab our taxi driver, was a woman, and she almost did not want us to touch her car, you know. She was like, no. So you find all sorts of people actually as you travel, and that's why as a traveler you need to be more open, be more flexible. Because you find all different kind of people. So we will eat and then we shall continue. We'll catch up with you guys when we are heading back to the street. This is what I was saying, that you can buy alcohol in a supermarket. This in Sweden you can only buy in all these counter from there. From there, all these are alcohol drinks in a supermarket. In Sweden you can only buy this in designated places. Vill du köpa någonting annat?
I'm just looking to see what fun killers they might have, but they don't have.
Vad sa du? This almost feels like Gamla stan, va?
Yeah.
This is so typical Grekland or Greece or it's only the floor. The floor is different from the old town.
Yeah.
This stone is so slippery. If you are not careful, you can easily.
We just enter here.
Absolutely.
When I get married, first off, thank you very much for.
Guys,
However-
please let us know
however-
about this.
However, you are absolutely allowed
No,
to
the
have
question
an
is.
opinion.
The
finish.
question is, if I'm paying for the wedding dress
You still have no say.
and we go to choose wedding dresses, I don't get to choose the wedding dress. At least one. At least one. Women.
You get to have an opinion, which is great. But the final say, my opinion would, if my opinion overrules yours, it overrules yours. You had your wedding. You had your time. You got to choose
Yo,
your
man,
dress.
one dress, I can choose
You
one.
can choose. Help me pick the welcome.
Not help, I choose.
No.
Actually, so I changed my mind. Va?
But I would want his mother to be there too.
Look at that. Sprit. A full day of adventure and fun and swimming and food and discovering and learning history of different places. And we are grateful to God to be back in one piece. Our skipper has been the best. He's caring, he's careful, he's mindful, and he enjoys his work. That's the most important. Most important is that he enjoys his work. And we are very, very, very grateful to be back at Sprit. We left at 7, we are back at 5:30. So a whole day of adventure. So much fun. A recommendation to anyone in Croatia, and I'm sure you can do these trips in any of the islands, any of the towns. Do it. It's worth it.
This is it for today. Here we are. One thing I know for sure, that you will sleep like a little babies tonight after this day.
Yes, we will.
Anyway, I believe that you all enjoyed this day, in this little adventure today on the boat with me. And I think that you are satisfied with my service. Thank you so much for visiting us, and please try to enjoy the rest of the holiday. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you so much. We have enjoyed. Thank you. That is how you end a nice adventure. When you are in charge of a group, that is how you end your tour. By being grateful and being sure that what you have given to the people, they've enjoyed. Because he's sure of his work and we have enjoyed.